For the latest presentation, let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Star pair of Levine and DeRozan are your wingmen. Vucevic is the pivot. Williams is in the other post spot. And it's Taylor in at the 1. And for the Timberwolves, Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. Towns and Gobert hold down the post for him. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. And late in the regular season, Greg, in your decade plus in the NBA, you were looking forward to the playoffs more often than not.
And as a player, you have to avoid that temptation to look ahead. But when you do, much nicer to look forward to the playoffs than vacation.
And DeRozan kicks to Taylor. Basket counts.
You know, one of the things we've seen DeRozan do, guys, is elevate his passing game through the years. Now he's a terrific distributor at the 2-guard spot.
Bulls shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Free throw no good for Taylor. Incredibly for the Minnesota Timberwolves, Clark, a 2004 playoffs are the only time they've won a series.
You know, Kevin, with Kevin Garnett, they had a few 50-win teams and some excellent coaches. That just tells you, I think, how hard it is to win in this league.
And the 28th pick in the 2020 draft, Clark, Jaden McDaniels has more than outplayed his draft position.
Yeah, you know, there were some question marks year 1 in college at UW, but you look at him now, hey, length, mobility, skill set, those are things that every team wants and needs.
Edwards gets to Conley. Offline with his 3. Here's Taylor. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Conley against Taylor. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's McDaniels. 5 to shoot. Shoots over DeRozan.
You know, DeRozan has to put so much into the offensive end, you wonder if his defense suffers at times, but not that. And you see why Levine's been a hard, tough out in the slam dunk contest. Has a natural ability to entertain the audience, and that bounce and athleticism certainly doesn't hurt either.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Outside, Towns. Back to McDaniel. Over DeRozan. Another miss by Minnesota.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Taylor's shot good.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Outside, Edwards. The pass to Gobert. To the paint. Here's Conley. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Gobert can look over the top of just about any defense right there. Delivers a nice pass.
Inside, Taylor. Oh, and the dunk by Taylor.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. 8-point game. So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
All right, look who's coming out to the court. Come on, get loud for your Timberwolves.
And here, late in the season, a good time now to follow up on a Rookie of the Year race, which young players have separated themselves as the best of the bunch. And you look at the natural, all season long, he has proven again and again that he is the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
The way he has sustained his level of play for the entire season, that's what's most impressive, the consistency of his performance. He hasn't had the major ups and downs that so many rookies go through.
Levine against Edwards. Outside, Towns. Drills the three-pointer.
Hey, a confident shooter like Towns doesn't need any time to get a shot up.
To the inside. Here's Taylor. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Towns dishes to Conley. Goes up the baseline. Taylor with the rebound. Looking at the last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss to Denver.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Conley feeling it out. Minnesota again turning it over. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You look at Minnesota. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, this has been a season I'm sure they'd like to forget. And luckily, they'll be able to do that soon enough.
You know, maybe they'd like to forget it, but there are lessons to take from it as well. I mean, the mistakes they've made this year can't be repeated if they want to get a taste of the postseason anytime soon.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Here's Taylor. And the call on the shot and sends him to the line. Michael Conley picks one up. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight is scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Mike Conley. And the Timberwolves call timeout. And one thing that came from this new CBA GA, mandatory participation in the NBA Draft Combine.
Yeah, more equal access for teams to study various prospects. Player agents can't keep teams in the dark like in the past. That makes for a more level playing field.
Here's Milton. And that one hits back iron. Chicago leading by 15. Floats it up for Williams. And the slam by Williams.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Towns is doubled. Back to Milton. Edwards looking it over. To end the run. DeRozan with the rebound. Chicago's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Taylor's shot, good. 26 points for the natural.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Vucevic to the pass to Levine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the shot goes in. 28 points for the natural.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Knocked away and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the Bulls.
And it's really been a big night for that backcourt. They've given their guards as much freedom as they want, and over again, those guys have come through.
He's off on that one. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves trail by 19. Milton hasn't made one yet. Edwards with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Williams with the block. It's DeRozan with the drive. Slammed in by Taylor.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniels.
Quick and mobile. McDaniels can explode to the 10.
Here's Taylor. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. DeRozan's got assist number 5 here tonight. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Taylor. Down low. And Levine throws it down.
Highlight reel material for sure. The defender falls asleep, and Levine turns out the light. Get through, get through, get through.
To the middle. Here's Milton. Whistle blows, basket, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. They've wasted.
Averaging around 5.5 points a game. On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Vucevic is the pivot. Williams is in the other post spot. Dosunmu is out there with Taylor, and it's DeRozan in at the 3. Taylor's shot, good.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
The shot by McDaniels, no good.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Edwards with the block.
And you see Edwards trying to do this more, impose his will at the defensive end. Good job defensively that time.
McDaniels passes to Conley. A floater. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Got a piece of it. Here's Taylor. Conley with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Bulls ball.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Monday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Friday, they'll host the New York Knicks. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the natural in the last outing against Brooklyn put on a show. He had an impressive number of points. And as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. Totals like that put him in rarefied company. A game for the ages. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for him at that end of the floor.
Here's Conley. Chicago grabs the miss.
And you know, what you love about Mike Conley, he's a leader by example.
The epitome of a terrific point guard and teammate. True professional in every sense of the word, on and off the floor. He plays and he teaches and mentors. I could see him, if he desired, being a really good head coach someday.
To the inside, Taylor. And he banks in the layup. Taylor's got 41.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's the three. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. It's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Got that one up quick. 44 points for the natural.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. Out to Conley. And again, Minnesota will turn it over.
A moment now to see the numbers for the natural. He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level. First in scoring, and he's in the top 5 in assists per game as well. He sees the floor and makes the game easier for his teammates.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Here's DeRozan, and the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Taylor.
The Timberwolves have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Pass to Reed to stop the run. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. McDaniels kicks to Reed. Dishes it to Edwards. 6 to shoot. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Nice shot by Gobert.
The endless reach of Gobert. Those long arms sometimes seems like he's everywhere. An overwhelming presence on the offensive glass.
Nice step back to get it off. DeRozan's got 6 points.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Outside Edwards. Gobert dishes to Edwards. And finished off by Gobert.
Gobert knows his strengths on offense and plays to him well.
Chicago has gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Taylor's shot, good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Oh, Vucevic in position. It's stolen by Gobert. It's stolen by Taylor. Gobert with the block.
This is what Gobert is known for. His ability to swat shots away with ease.
Minnesota making a switch here. Milton's checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Zach LaVine's checked in for Dosunmu.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Edwards against LaVine. Outside Edwards. Passes to Reed. There's the 3. Traps in the tray. Reed's got his first 3 points of the game.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Here's Taylor. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's Edwards. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Milton against Taylor. DeRozan trying to get open. Shot by Taylor, no good.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
And finished off by Edwards.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
DeRozan's shot is good.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
And here is Milton. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Shot's good by Williams.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Reed the pass to McDaniels. Kicks it to Edwards. Now here's Reed. He's coming off a 16-point game against Denver. The pass to Edwards. 3-pointer. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
They are desperately shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Taylor taking his time here. Connects again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Tipped away. Fires for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Milton against Taylor. Now here's Milton. He's guarded closely. Misses the step-back jump shot. Chicago's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Taylor's shot, good.
How long is he going to keep this up? He has been red hot from 3-point range.
Milton the pass to Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. DeRozan defending. Here's Milton. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here is Edwards. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the stripe a lot and cashed in when he had his chance.
And the Natural's going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for McDaniels. And it's Brown in for Shake Milton. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Torrey Craig comes in for Williams. Whitey's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Taylor. Edwards. A second chance effort, and it's sent back by Drummond.
How about that swat by Drummond? Using all of his height and bounce to deny the offense there.
Pass to White. Back to Ball. Puts up a deep 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Rudy Gobert is a fierce competitor. He says the average fan might not understand what I bring to the table, but the GMs in the league do. I want to be the best.
So it's the Chicago Bulls up by 33 points. And
your Timberwolves, 52. The Bulls, 85. There. Your Timberwolves Youth Dance Team.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What can you say? The natural and impressive effort here today.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
The front court is McDaniels and Towns. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. And it's Gobert in at the center. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Greg, we still see players embellishing contact. Is enough being done to discourage those creative flourishing?
We're talking about flopping, right? I mean, we're seeing the league experiment assessing a technical free throw. It's necessary, or guys will keep jerking their heads and falling down, and who wants to see that?
Here's Taylor. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. DeRozan against Conley. Over in the corner, McDaniels. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Vucevic. Outside, Taylor. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Nikola Vucevic. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's averaging 8 points, 16 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
To the left wing. Outside Conley. The three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Conley's got 9.
That's a part of his game that Towns has really developed in his time in the league, becoming a good passer.
Taylor against Conley. Taylor dishes to Vucevic. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Williams passes to Taylor. DeRozan surveying the D. Hits the target from 18 feet. He's got 11.
DeRozan loves the mid-range. That's his spot, and with good reason.
Edwards drives in, and again Minnesota will turn it over. And Clark, what can you say about Anthony Edwards? Living up to that first overall hype, he has been spectacular.
Yeah, he has been, Kevin. I agree. Some were surprised he went first overall, but you look back at that draft, he was as good a #1 pick as any of them, and he's certainly proven to be worthy of that status.
Now, here's McDaniels. DeRozan defending. Now, McDaniels. 8 points for him. Here's Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. Edwards can't hit.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
DeRozan passes to Levine. Back to DeRozan. To the paint. Good, he hits again. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Bulls shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Towns. Over Williams. And Towns, the bucket on the assist from Edwards. 12 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Passes it to Williams. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Taylor. Banked in off the glass.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Another bucket. Wow. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Over in the corner, Edwards. And another 3 for Minnesota.
The competitive fire of Anthony Edwards, admirable, going right back at him.
Taylor against Milton for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. McDaniels with the ball. 8 points for him. Out to the right wing. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Good. Gobert's got 6.
Best of luck to any defender trying to slow Gobert down. He is ruthless inside.
Shot by Taylor, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, mercy, mercy me.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is... Simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And there's the pass to Gobert. That one's not going to go. Great D that time for Vucevic. And they're moving it up. Here's Taylor. He got it again. Sensational.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. Pass to McDaniels. Taylor against Milton. Towns kicks to Milton. Offensive rebound. Tries again. And it's Towns missing for Chicago. They've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Taylor. And good. He hits it again.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Milton. Up and in on the layup. He's got 6.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Taylor against Milton. Takes the 3. And again, the triple from Taylor. Taylor's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Chicago. Minnesota's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Towns. Scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Now the pass to Levine. Back to Taylor. On the wing to Rosen. Pass to Taylor. Just 5 on the clock. Over Milton. And too long on the shot.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Outside Edwards. Levine against Milton. Back to Edwards. Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does. He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
And so it's Taylor who brings the ball up for the Bulls. For the three. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's foul number 2 for him. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Taylor's shot, good.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Taking a look at the Bulls. They've got Dosunmu, Alex Caruso out there with Torrey Craig. And it's the natural, and it's Drummond in at the 5. Brown. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Taylor. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Some changes for Minnesota. Garza's checked in, and Moore subbed in for Edwards. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Pass to McLaughlin. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Towns. It's Drummond with the rebound. The Bulls shooting around 60% of the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Here's Taylor. Another one goes. Incredible. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
McLaughlin, the pass to Garza. Over in the corner, Brown. Lets it go from 14. Moves back up. And Towns finishes inside.
Exactly what they needed from Towns. Using his size and strength to box out and keep that play alive.
Now here's Taylor. Not a lot of room. And recently, the NBA, Clark added names to major awards. It's a nice gesture, don't you think, from the league to the past legends?
Yeah, I could not agree with you more. And really hard to argue with their choices for naming those awards after. It's a way to connect the past to the present and honor and pay homage to some of the greats in the history of the game. I like everything about it. Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Knocked loose. He swipes the ball away again.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. An absolute pest on the defensive end. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Taylor slams it home.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's McLaughlin. Beyond the arc. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Here's McLaughlin. we are looking around the NBA. Clark, which division do you think is the strongest overall?
I think it's pretty clear, man. You look at that Pacific Division out west, you're talking Clippers, Lakers, Warriors, Kings, Suns. Show me another division that can match that for entertainment value, quality of number of all-stars, and caliber of the teams. That's the one.
Taylor's shot, good. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Bulls.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnovers, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
Here's Garza. Inside, the kick out to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Caruso. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by Taylor. Outside, Towns. Hits it from three-point range. Towns has got 9 points here in the second half.
It's a real challenge, a major challenge to face a big man who can shoot like Towns can. He stretches the floor as well as any big guy in the league.
Lets the three fly. Shot by Taylor, no good. They get a hand on it. Here's Garza. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Bulls ball.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And these days, you know, Clark, the trade for a star player takes a stockpile of draft picks, doesn't it?
Well, that seems to be the one way you can assure yourself of getting a proven star somewhere in the area of his prime. And it doesn't always work out for both parties. Teams typically, in that case, would have to mortgage a bit of their future to get a player of that caliber. So it is tilted towards more risk than reward in most of those scenarios.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Bulls, Taylor.
And Taylor drops them both. And Minnesota has possession. Got a piece of it. And another steal for him.
And he has been an absolute feast on the floor. Another steal.
Greg, that swipe puts him tied for second all-time for most steals in a game. What a defensive effort from him. Nabbing another steal.
Fantastic swipe, and he now stands by himself for second most steals in a game.
Oh, he is so fast. Gets his hands on the ball in the blink of an eye. And Greg, the steal numbers are unreal. Moore outside. Passes it to Garza. Towns for three. Garza, great positioning on the putback.
I'll tell you what, the way they've been eating up that offensive backboard in the second half, you would think they're the team that's leading.
Here's Taylor. And another one falls.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Tries from 16. That shot, no good.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
And it's Brown missing.
Boy, this is bad, tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Moore against Caruso. Moore inside, and it's blocked, and they get it back. Brown outside. Shot clock at 6. Fast break. Here comes Chicago.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense. No time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Towns, no luck. Chicago's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Chalk up 2 there.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Pass to Garza. He kicks to Moore. Here's McLaughlin, covered by Taylor. Shot clock at 5. And here's Moore outside. Craig pulls it in. Smooth sailing for Chicago. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's McLaughlin. GA, is it me, or does it feel like we've had more parity in the league the last few seasons?
Well, Kevin, the playoffs have been pretty hard to predict lately. I will give you that. There's been only one reigning champion in the past decade. It's a competitive league.
And so it's Taylor who brings the ball up for the Bulls. There's the triple. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
The Timberwolves shooting around 41% on the night. Here's McLaughlin, covered by Taylor. And here is Moore. Pass to Garza. No good with the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Taylor's shot, good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Oh, and the dunk by Taylor.
And that's about maximum range for an alley-oop, guys. It's got to be.
Nah, that's just crazy. Absolutely nuts.
And how high did he have to go to make that catch? Scintillating.
And another steal for him.
He's been a defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it. And he's actually tied the record for the most steals in a game. Here's McLaughlin. He swipes the ball away again.
He's stolen his way into the record book.
A new single-game high, GA for steals.
And like this crowd, I'm still in disbelief at how he's completely kept this offense under his thumb.
You look at all the steals, let's just say you don't see this every night.
You got to be careful around this guy right now, guys. I mean, if you're lazy or careless with the ball, he's taking your lunch money.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, the Natural.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. Left side, Williams. Back to Taylor. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
Just look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here for the Bulls.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And the one thing that stood out about these guys all season long, their resiliency to come out and play hard and win games. We've watched some epic battles that they've played, and tonight will mark their 64th win in the year. Something else.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the Natural.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
First team foul. At the line for 2, Melton.
First free throw is good. Oh, free throw is good for Milton. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Taylor. And good! There's another.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. One for the ages. Here's Milton. He sinks the 11-footer. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And again for three.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying...